Hello everyone, welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Zhang Sijie with Xinhua News Agency. I'm now in the Tang West Market Museum in Xi'an, northwest China's Shanxi province. The city was also known as Chang'an in ancient times. In the Han Dynasty, about 2,000 years ago, an envoy called Zhang Qian started his mission right here to the western regions and led to the opening of the Silk Road. About 1,300 years ago, in the Tang Dynasty, thousands of traders and retailers gathered here and took China-made silk and tea further to the western regions, and then brought back parrots, horses, and coppers. So in 2013, China proposed the Belt and Road Initiative, and nowadays, China-Europe freight trains have replaced camels to transport goods along the route. Today, let's see how the Silk Road brought booming trade to countries along the route in the past and in the present. Today, we invite Li Weiwei with the museum to give us a brief introduction. So, nice to meet you.
Hi.
We can see that behind us there is a road map of the ancient Silk Road.
Yeah.
So, could you please introduce this to us?
Okay, here we can see this is the map of the Silk Road on the wall. And actually the Silk Road was put forward by Rutherford, the German geographer, in 1877, which means that the silk was the major product which was traded and delivered through this commercial road. And we've all known that Zhang Qian was the first person who took steps out and built the connection with foreign countries in the Han Dynasty. But due to multiple reasons, he didn't reach to the further area. So here we are mainly focused on the Silk Road in the Tang Dynasty. And then here we can see there is a golden square in the shape of 9 blocks on the wall. That represents the Tang West Market, which is also the accurate starting point of the Silk Road. Okay, starting from this market and going along with this gold road and passing some very important cities like Jiuquan and then arriving at this major point, Dunhuang. From this point, the Silk Road was separated into 3 lines. And these 3 lines joined together at Mulu, which is Mali of Uzbekistan in Central Asia, and then stretching together towards the west and passing Iran and reaching the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the whole length of the Silk Road from Chang'an to Rome was approximately 7,000 kilometers.
That's really a long journey, right?
Yeah.
So I want to know why the Tang West Market is very important to the ancient Silk Road.
Yeah, as we can see, there's the road, right? And if we see this road as a distribution system, then all the goods which were traded and delivered to the Western countries, they all came from this Tang West Market. People can get whatever they want on these apps nowadays, so does the Tang people. In the Tang Dynasty, they can buy everything in this market, no matter it's China-made products or some jewelries from Western countries, they all can be found in this market. So that's the reason why this market could be marked as one of the biggest international markets back to 9th century.
Yeah. How many countries traded with China in the Tang Dynasty through this ancient Silk Road?
Okay, based on the opening of the Silk Road, the countries and the regions which had a close connection with the Tang government amount to over 300. And let's just leave the goods communication aside for a while. Actually, the Silk Road creates the biggest and extraordinary impact on the later society. And it's the bridge which connects the West and the East and makes the cultural exchange possible.
Yeah. Notice that beneath the floor there are some ruins. Mm-hmm. So could you please introduce these ruins to us?
Okay. In 1950s, the government has conducted more than 3 times of archaeological excavations and obtained some significant findings in this area. And let's see it here. Okay, this is the northeast intersection of the Tang West Market. And archaeologists, they're doing some research and based on some archaeological findings, and they believe that this market covers an area of 1 kilometer, which equals to 2.5 Tiananmen Square. So we can imagine this is a very big international market at that time.
I noticed that there are some ruins of deep rods. So are they also left by carts in the Tang Dynasty?
Oh yes, and there are some tracks, right?
Yeah.
And the archaeologists they found that the width of these tracks is about 1.3 meters, which is exactly the width of the tracks in the Daming Palace. So it fully demonstrates that the Tang government they adopted the regulation of 车同轨, which inherited from the Qing dynasty. That means they made the width of the wheels of vehicles in the same size, and we can see the tracks are so deep and firm, so we can imagine that how flourish of this market at that time.
Yeah. The West market lasted about 320 years before it shrank at the end of the Tang Dynasty. It witnessed the booming trade between China and other countries along this ancient Silk Road. And in this museum, there is also a special exhibition which can prove the international business communication between China and other countries. That is a display of coins. It shows more than 2,000 antique coins from 48 countries along the ancient Silk Road. So let's see.
Sijie, have you ever seen the coins from ancient Greece before?
No.
Okay, here we displayed some the ancient coins from the ancient Greece, as you can see here. Yeah.
Yeah. So as we all know that the ancient Greece was the cradle of European civilization. It boasts time-honored culture and history, and it is also one of the meeting points of the land Silk Road and the maritime Silk Road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I want to know that the earliest trade between China and ancient Greece occurred. When did it occur?
Okay, according to some historical studies, it seems that the Greeks had a close connection with ancient China through the Silk Road more than 2,000 years ago. And as early as 5th century, Chinese silk has already been transported to Greece by nomads who lived in Central Asia or Southern Russia. And as one of the biggest and powerful empires at that time, the Greeks made their way to China and got access to Chinese silk.
Yes, I also noticed that these coins from ancient Greece, they are in different shape
Yeah.
with our Chinese coins.
Yeah.
So why?
Okay, the first, different from the molding method of how Chinese people made our coins. The ancient Greeks, they made their coins by hammering. It needs two people to cooperate. One puts the model of the coins under, and the other uses the hammer to make it. And this coin is definitely not made of bronze. As you can see, they use the alloy of gold and silver as the material. And on the front of this coin, they usually use the mythological figures as a decoration. Okay, now let's see some ancient coins from the ancient Rome.
So as we have just seen on the road map, the ancient Rome was the end of the Silk Road in the Tang Dynasty. And after thousands of years, Italy was the first G7 country to sign the Belt and Road Initiative with China. And last year, in 2022, our bilateral trade volume reached $77.8 billion US, which also demonstrates that our two economies remain highly complementary and our economic ties remain strong and resilient. So could you please introduce these ancient Roman coins to us?
Yeah, we've all known that the ancient Rome was a very huge empire covering the Europe, Africa, and Asia, these three continents, and dominating the Mediterranean. And I'm gonna tell you a very interesting thing here. Okay, around the 1st century BC, the king of Caesar, he forged his head portrait onto the coin, and later on, each kings of the Empire Rome, they inherited this tradition. So here we can see, we also called the ancient coins of the Rome as the royal album. Yeah, so this is a very interesting thing, right?
Yeah. After thousands of years, the Silk Road featuring win-win results once again shows strong vigor and vitality in the new era. In 2013, China proposed the Belt and Road Initiative, and this year marks its 10th anniversary. Xi'an China-Europe freight trains have also been running for 10 years. It has a total of 17 international routes, covering main cargo sources in the Eurasian region. Over the past decade, the Xi'an train has operated a total of 16,054 trips. Only in 2020, it has operated 4,639 trips, and more than 4 million tons of goods were transported among countries along the route. It not only promotes economic and trade exchanges among participating countries, but also plays an important role in stabilizing the international supply chain during the pandemic, and becomes a vivid example for practicing the concept of a community with a shared future for mankind. Now I'm in the Belt and Road E-commerce Center of Xi'an International Trade and Logistics Park. As time changed, international trade between countries along the Silk Road also have different forms. Nowadays, with the help of cross-border e-commerce, overseas customers have the chance to see various Chinese products through online platforms and live streaming. In particular, live streaming is the most vivid and popular way for overseas market. And now I can hear there are several live streamers introducing their products in English. Let's have a look. This is a live room, and let's see what they are selling. So, hi. Hello. I'm Zhang Sijie from Xinhua News Agency. I see you are preparing for today's program. So could you please introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Annie. I'm from Armenia. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So what you are selling?
I'm selling jewelry accessories. Like if you can see like different necklaces, rings, like a pair of earrings. Like they are different, amazing. I don't know. I'm in love. If you will see this one, I really love it. So we are doing live streaming, introducing each one, the prices. They can have like a comment, like whatever they want to know. I don't know.
Yeah,
this is
so
amazing.
How many people are already watching you live stream, and where do they come from?
In a jewelry accessories live streaming, I will say for this brand like per hour 5K, and for jewelry accessories as is a new brand, it's really good numbers. And for now, I'm doing for UK. Yeah.
So how many orders can you receive for each live?
Okay. Today I have finished 1 hour live streaming and 6 orders. It have been placed like. Yeah, it's really good because we did some notable changes to improve like our live streaming, and this is really nice because we found a way for our audience like to connect with our products and in a personal level. So this is really good improvement for our team.
So compared with those traditional and offline way of promoting goods, so what do you think of online streaming?
Okay, actually I think live streaming is much more better. Why? Because like this is a chance for like a lot of people to see like the products. Like it's a lot of chance like you can ask all the questions whatever really you want, like in the same time like a lot of people, like you have chance to ask your questions whatever you want, and you have chance directly just to buy. Yeah, for offline you need to go like to try to find, but like live streaming giving you much more chance to get whatever really you want.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You are welcome. Thank you.
So today we also invite Miss Wang from Weiju Star e-commerce company. So, Hello, Ms.
Hello,
Wang.
nice to meet you.
So could you please introduce your business for us?
Sure. We provide to British and American Generation Z customers with fashion products like you see, jewelry, accessories, bags, cosmetics, skincare, and also some sportswears. And there are 8 live stream studios in this branch office. We do have other branches like in Shanghai, Hangzhou, and also in London and LA. Okay. Currently, we have about 80 live streamers like me, and sometimes some of them are full times, and maybe 50% are part times.
So, in your opinion, what kinds of products are more popular in overseas market?
Actually, it's different in different platform. Like TikTok platform, currently the best sellers are apparel. You mean ladies wear, kids wear, and so another line is about accessories like fashion. Yes, and currently we do developing some new products like sportswear. In other studios, we are broadcasting those things.
Yeah. So, why do you choose to settle down here in Xi'an, and what kind of opportunities does the Belt and Road Initiative bring to your company?
I think the government policies here is much attractive than other area, and also we see other similar customers here, so we can see each other's growth together. Yes, and also I think the supply chain are more advanced, and in the future, if we go to Spanish and to the other European countries, the train will help us.
Yeah, the Xi'an train.
Yeah, the
right?
Xi'an train, yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I've learned that there are over 160 live rooms like this one in the building, and more than 30 companies are now operating their business here. It proves that Chang'an China-Europe freight trains help the region to gain international industrial agglomeration. Today, we also invite a government officer here to give us more details. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Xuan. I'm from Committee of International Trade and Logistics Park.
Yeah, could you please introduce this e-commerce center for us?
Yeah, of course. Our Belt and Road e-commerce center is located in the Center Business District in our park. And with the support of the China-Europe Freight Train, we've built the live streaming center and also the talent training center and also the international trade center. For the last 1 year, we've gathered 30 enterprises, live streaming enterprises here with 168 live streaming rooms and also 800 hosts working here.
What about the development of cross-border e-commerce with the help of Chang'an trains?
Relying on the advantages of China-Europe Freight Train of Chang'an Hao, we've gathered more than 200 cross-border e-commerce sellers, professional logistics firms, and also the international trade suppliers. And they settled down in our park and developed very well. For example, for the last 1 year, we've settled about 200 trips departed from here with the e-commerce cross-border e-commerce commodities up by 60% year on year. We would like to say that China-Europe Freight Train for Chang'an Hao have become a powerful engine for the development of the e-commerce e-commerce industry in Shanxi province and also for our park.
How does it change the local economy?
For local economy, the China-Europe Freight Train has become a very powerful engine for the development of China and also for our park. More than 200 enterprises developed here, and they prefer to invest here with the low costs in logistics and also the various line opening in terms of irradiation. We would like to say that China-Europe Freight Train of Chang'an has been developed very well in recent 10 years, and also we hope that they will help all the enterprises in the world to develop here and to settle down here in our park.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
We can see both the ancient Silk Road of thousands of years ago and today's Belt and Road Initiative serve as a cooperation platform for participating countries. And now the Belt and Road Initiative is expanding its friend circle and will benefit more and more countries and regions in the future. So that's all for today's Xinhua Live. Thank you for watching.